On the historic day that millions of people around the world had eagerly awaited, the Vatican City became the stage for a monumental event. It was the moment when Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, known affectionately to many as Chito, took his place as the first Asian pope, addressing the global Catholic community. His first speech as pope, an event of extraordinary significance, was more than just a series of words. It was a call for unity, peace, love, and understanding. The weight of the occasion was evident, yet the Pope stood before the world with incredible serenity and grace, ready to lead the Catholic Church into a new era defined by compassion and shared humanity. The streets of Vatican City had been flooded with pilgrims from every corner of the globe. People from different nations, speaking countless languages, came together united by their common faith. It was a sight to behold, flags of different countries fluttering in the wind, representing the universal nature of the Catholic Church. Among the many in the crowd, there was a profound sense of pride, especially within the Filipino community. For them, this was not just the election of a pope, it was the rise of one of their own to the highest office in the Catholic world. As Pope Tagle approached the grand podium, the air in St. Peter's Square was electric with anticipation. The crowd, full of excitement and reverence, held its collective breath. Every eye was fixed on him, and the world watched in silence as the moment of history finally arrived. Then the Pope smiled, a warm, gentle smile that spoke volumes. It was a smile that reassured the faithful, telling them without words that they were in good hands. His smile was a reflection of his deep humility and his commitment to serve the Church and its people with love and grace. The weight of the moment seemed to dissipate as he stepped forward, ready to speak. When Pope Tagle finally spoke, the words that came from his lips were filled with wisdom and compassion. His address was not just a sermon, it was a heartfelt message to the world. He began by acknowledging the many challenges the world faces in the modern era. The issues of poverty, injustice, and climate change were front and center in his address. But Pope Tagle was not there to condemn or point fingers. Instead, he issued a call to action. He urged the faithful to look at these issues not as distant concerns, but as challenges that directly affect millions of people's lives every day. He spoke of the people living on the margins of society, those whose voices are often silenced, and the need for everyone to come together in a spirit of unity and solidarity. In his address, Pope Tagle emphasized the importance of unity, calling on people to set aside differences, whether they be racial, religious, or political, and come together for a common cause. He reminded the faithful that despite the divisions that exist in the world, at the core, we are all children of God. This simple yet profound truth became the foundation of his message. The Pope urged the audience to embrace diversity, recognizing that each culture and tradition adds beauty to the human experience. He painted a vivid picture of a world where people respect and love each other despite their differences, working together to build a more compassionate and just world. Pope Tagle's address resonated deeply, especially when he spoke about inclusivity and building a church that welcomes everyone. He envisioned a church where no one feels excluded, where all people, regardless of their background or beliefs, find a home. His message was clear: the church must be a sanctuary for all. He called for a spirit of collaboration, urging the faithful to engage with each other, to listen and understand, and to create a community where love and acceptance are the guiding principles. His words were a balm to the soul, reminding everyone of the transformative power of love and forgiveness. In a world often marked by anger and division, Pope Tagle's message was a beacon of hope, shining through the darkness. He reminded the world that love has the power to heal, to bring people together, and to create a better future. His call to unity was not just an ideal, but a powerful reminder of what humanity could achieve when people work together with open hearts and minds. As Pope Tagle spoke about the challenges of the modern world, he addressed the importance of science, technology, and dialogue. He encouraged the Catholic Church to embrace the complexities of the 21st century, urging the faithful to engage with the rapidly changing world. He spoke passionately about the urgent need to address climate change, describing it as a moral imperative. Pope Tagle reminded everyone of their responsibility to care for God's creation, calling for decisive action from world leaders to protect the planet for future generations. The power of Pope Tagle's address was undeniable. His words transcended borders, languages, and cultures, touching the hearts of people worldwide. Tears of joy streamed down the faces of many in the crowd. Strangers embraced each other, united by a shared sense of hope and faith. From the bustling streets of Manila to the quiet villages of Africa, celebrations erupted. Social media buzzed with messages of gratitude and inspiration. His words were not just heard, they were felt deeply by millions, igniting a spark in the hearts of those who listened. As Pope Tagle shared personal anecdotes from his life, his message of love and compassion became even more powerful. He spoke of his humble beginnings in the Philippines, of his ministry to the poor and marginalized, and of the transformative power of acts of kindness. One of the most poignant moments of his speech came when he recounted the story of a young woman who had lost her faith. Through understanding and compassion, he was able to help her rediscover her belief in God. This story, and many others like it, demonstrated Pope Tagle's deep empathy and commitment to bringing people closer to God through love and understanding. Throughout his address, Pope Tagle consistently emphasized the power of humility. He reminded the world that true leadership lies in serving others, not in seeking power or status. He called for a church that is less hierarchical and more inclusive, a church that listens, learns, and grows. His message of humility resonated with all who listened, as it reminded them of the importance of putting others before oneself. As Pope Tagle's address came to an end, the feeling in the air was one of unity and purpose. The world had heard his call, a call to love and serve one another, to work together to build a world where peace, justice, and love prevail. His speech, filled with wisdom and compassion, was a call to action for everyone who heard it. It inspired millions to continue working toward a better, more just world, where people stand together in solidarity, seeking peace and justice for all. The legacy of Pope Tagle's first address will undoubtedly be felt for generations to come. His words will inspire future leaders, activists, and volunteers to continue their efforts in making the world a better place. His message transcended language and culture, reaching into the hearts of people from all walks of life. It was a reminder that even in the darkest times, there is always hope, and that through love, unity, and compassion, we can overcome any challenge. In his concluding remarks, Pope Tagle reminded everyone that we are all on a journey together. We are all children of God, called to love and serve one another. His call for unity, for embracing diversity, and for building a church and a world based on love and compassion was clear. Pope Tagle's first address as the Pope was more than just a speech. It was a transformative moment that will remain etched in the hearts of those who witnessed it for years to come. This unforgettable speech marked the beginning of a new chapter in the history of the Catholic Church. It was a moment of profound significance, filled with hope and promise for a future where love and unity triumph over division and hate. The power of Pope Tagle's words will continue to resonate for generations, inspiring people across the world